Excuse me, sir. Question for you.
Sure.
If you were to go back to when you were in either high school or college and you're having a conversation with your 20-year-old self, what is the best piece of advice that you would tell your younger self?
Well, if I'm 20 years old and I'm in high school, I would tell myself to get my shit together.
Yeah.
Dumbass, you're 2 years late.
Yeah.
If I was in college and I was 20 years old, study.
Okay.
Stop chasing girls and drinking beer.
Yeah. What would be the importance of that?
You wouldn't need to take life a little more serious.
Right.
It's not a party.
But when you're coming out of school, and if there's one thing that you wish you would have known then that you know now, that one big life lesson that you've learned that you would have told your younger self, that maybe would have set you up for, that would have helped you out along the way, what would that be?
Be more serious.
So what industry did
Live
you...
for the moment. I was just living for the moment, not looking farther ahead.
And what industry did you ultimately pursue a career in?
Commercial real estate.
Commercial real estate. Are you a broker, sales?
Office developer.
Office developer. So you kind of like build some of the properties around here? Or?
Yeah.
Wow. How can someone break into commercial real estate in today's world? What have you seen that's really separated yourself from other people, or what have you implemented throughout your company that's enabled you to, be successful in real estate?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of boil it down to just something. Never give up just because somebody tells you no. Don't take no for an answer.
Right, I love that. And just 2 or 3 last questions for you. But, throughout your career in real estate, if there was one kind of like secret to success, not giving up, but if there was like a skill set that you use kind of in the business world in real estate, what would you say?
Just personal communication skills to people.
How important were relationships to you?
Yeah, extremely.
What was the best financial decision that you ever made?
Just to start, live within your means. Don't, just because you make a bunch of money, don't go out and buy the Porsche with the whale tail and all that.
Right.
Just because you can.
What was the most amount of money that you ever made in a single year?
It's in the 7 digits.
But to make that kind of money, it obviously takes a lot of hard work. Most people won't ever touch that in a lifetime. What was that biggest driving factor of success for you that enabled you to be able to do that?
I was going to say luck. Being prepared and ready and working hard, you get lucky.
Yeah. And final question, but I guess kind of ask you kind of some similar along, but like, what's the greatest lesson or the best advice that you would tell someone who is pursuing real estate in 2023? There's a lot of talks about down markets and all that, but like, how can someone really succeed in real estate in today's world?
And there's always opportunity, even in a down market, there's opportunity. It's just it's all relationship based. So just go out. So if you're just starting out, if you're in commercial real estate, you need to know every building, what it's like. You need to be in the lobby of every building as often as you can to kind of figure out what it is, what's going on in there. Just being busy creates opportunity. So you could be in a building and stumble onto something that somebody wants to move or something, and then you can rep that person out and to a different building, make some money. So being busy creates opportunity.
I love that answer, and I'm just going to follow it with this last part. But like you said, you have to kind of like be in the lobby of all the buildings, but there's a lot, it's competitive, right? There's a ton of different developers, brokerages. How do people, how have you stood out against your competition? How have you been able to win contracts and deals over for people to kind of invest with you, to develop with you? What have you been able to do? Because you said it's a relationship-based business, right, but ultimately, how are you able to win those people over?
I mean, there's a lot, it's just not, I think how to boil it down, something easier to understand. It's a numbers game for one thing. It's like any sales job. It's sales, and you got to hear no a bunch of times before you find the yes.
What's your secret to sales?
Don't get discouraged.
Right.
I mean, if you believe in your product, then just don't get discouraged and keep going.
Thank you so much for your time, sir.